Hello again, Rad here. Welcome back to Pokémon Blue. Today, we're focusing on this route down here, Route 3. I've bought my supplies, I've leveled up my Pokémon a bit. Of note, Rattata now has Quick Attack, which means it will be the first Pokémon to attack every time, unless someone tries to Quick Attack you. Now, this route is going to be a gauntlet. As you can see, there are several trainers waiting to eye you down and fight you into submission. We're going to fight 8 of them on this route, so let's get started. Not directly at you, but... So yeah, there's a reason I wanted to separate the Pewter City Gym and Route 3. Yeah, getting them to level 9, especially nice. Squirtle's going to be sitting out for most of this. He's mostly going to be the cleanup guy. Because he is much higher level than any other Pokemon in my party. We're just going to have Rattata here, Quick Attack. Thankfully, much more experience points from trainers than from wild Pokemon. So we can embrace that. This is gonna be a race. I'm gonna switch into Metapod for this. Sometimes Pidgeys can get a bit overwhelming if their Sand attack doesn't knock you down or debilitate you enough, then their Gust will start piling up. And we have a bit of sand in our eyes, so there's going to be constant shifting. Nidoran now knows Scratch. Scratch. Slightly better than Tackle. Tackle has a 95% chance of hitting, Scratch is 100. I like to assume the difference is that it's very easy to avoid a Pokemon charging at you, not so much swiping at you directly in your face. That's my headcanon. Alright, number 2. I have bought some potions in case we're going to need them. A couple of antidotes for reasons. And a few other Pokeballs, because we are going to get, or at least attempt, to get some catches in this area. So yeah, there was a reason I was training up my Pokemon a bit. Because at the levels they were at the Pewter City Gym, they just wouldn't be able to hang. Okay, I think we're gonna switch. Unfortunately, did not learn Harden for this. So, not necessarily the best matchup for Metapod, but it's going to evolve very soon, so I want to get those levels. I'm going to switch back to Rattata for this. I was about to say, hopefully not get poisoned, but I see that ship has sailed. Well, regardless, that is it for the Weedle. Alright. Moving over to Nidoran for this next one. Not really a big fan of how Growl is right at the top, because normally I'll just pick it by mistake. But in this case, it's a good thing. Except when they get a critical hit. I'm willing to take the string shot here. When it gets down to... So this is a risk point. I'm risking whether or not there's going to be another critical hit. Right on the cusp. Alright. Do I want to use the antidotes now, or do I want to wait until I get back to the Pokemon Center? Which I'm going to do right now. As you can tell, as you walk, every 5 steps, your Pokemon take poison damage and can pass out from it. Even better, and I learned this recently, aside from me not looking at the ground, your walk from the entrance of the Pokemon Center up to the Nurse Joy up here, 5 steps. Delightful. Going to a Pokemon Center now saves up on items. We're not going to use any potions, we're not going to use any antidotes to take care of the poison, just take a trip to your nearby Pokemon Center. We're just going to switch some things up for the moment. Probably put the Metapod in front, because something's going to happen real soon. There it is. The quote that launched 1,000 clones. This top-level Rattata here is both a reference and literal. Level 11 is a pretty high level considering where we are at. So high, in fact, that I have to awaken Squirtle from its slumber. Rattatas, despite being commonplace, can be a bit of a high-attacking pest. It doesn't help the fact that we are getting its tail thrown in our face. So, for the moment, to keep our Squirtle nice and healthy, we're going to use our own Rattata. Get a quick attack out, because that was probably a tail whip. And we're going to run into Ekans. We haven't seen this Pokemon, and we're not going to see it in the wild in blue version. I'm pretty sure this is an exclusive to red version, which, yeah, that happens. And why are we throwing Nidoran into this fight? Well, she is poison type. Most of what Ekans can do to us is Poison Sting and Wrap, but Wrap is ridiculous in Gen 1. It not only is continuous damage, but your Pokemon can't move during it. Alright. Do a little gut check real quick. That should be good. We're up to number 4. Again, not the best matchup for Metapod, but getting it out there, getting the experience, it is for the best. The rest of this should be able to be handled by Pidgey. Provided that he doesn't get poisoned along the way. I'm just gonna blow a couple of gusts of wind to this Weedle. Alright, Kakuna. We're gonna do our usual thing when it comes to beefy Kakunas that only know one move. Whittle down its health with Squirtle and finish it off with something weak. I believe this bug catcher has one other cocoon in its wake. And this is good for us. Because at the moment, Kakuna usually provides a lot of experience points. On top of the usual trainer bonus. We're gonna keep Metapod on the field. It's gonna be a bit of a back and forth for the moment. Critical hit to try to keep it level. I don't know why you're still string-shotting me. You were already at the speed advantage. But you do you. I'm just gonna win the damage race real quick. Level 10, which means your job is done for the moment. Alright. There's the other Cocoon Metapod. Same thing as last time, focus on using special attacks. Let it raise its defense, which goes over all this rock-hard shell. We're gonna pass this on to Rattata. And with that, we have a Butterfree. It now gains the Flying type, but doesn't really learn any unique moves. For now, at least. Alright, we're gonna take one last trip to the Pokemon Center, and it's the last one we're gonna take in this video. So, between the bugs, Butterfree And the other one we haven't encountered yet, Beedrill. Always been more of a Butterfree fan, and passage of time has been more kind to Butterfree. Despite the fact that Beedrill gets something that Butterfree doesn't, in the form of Mega Evolution. But I always like Butterfree. It's like, its learn set only gets deeper with generations. It's kind of an underrated Pokemon. But, happy to have you on the team. And with that being said, we're gonna keep you out of the fight for the moment. Moving right along, someone down here. I was wondering what I was even wearing at all. I've already forgotten. Can't look down and all that. So this is a dangerous opponent. As you can tell by all that damage. I could Tail Whip it again, and pretty much consider... Oh, good! That's good for me. That is good for me. So, alternatively, I was going to pretty much Tail Whip it twice and switch into someone else. But there is no need. Alright, moving on. The reason I haven't really bought that many potions, I only have 2 at the moment, is because I'm going to buy the potion money with all of these trainers that I defeat. Because then we are going to need it. Yeah, that's probably not going to get the job done. Alright. Switching out really quick, so you don't have to hear the noise again. To give you a Butterfree's debut. Yeah, Nidoran male, that is another dangerous customer. I've basically been over my belief that I believe the male version to be the stronger of the two. Because Horn Attack is a really, really reliable sweeping attack. Just in general, it's got like a really, excuse me, it's a really good early game move. They're more common in red version, and you're a lot luckier if you get your hands on one. Okay. Rattata looking a little weak. Gonna move that aside for the moment. Use up my last potion. And number 7. Good old early game tactics. Alright, seeing as Two things. The Caterpie is faster than my Nidoran. I'm not really going to worry about String Shot. Excuse me. I'm just going to have at it. This Metapod, on the other hand... We're just gonna keep this Squirtle out here and have it destroy the Metapod. So yeah, this won't be the first big trainer gauntlet. Words. This will be our first trainer gauntlet, it won't be the last. We have Water Gun, which is essentially a better version of Bubble. With that, Squirtle is now at the forefront. And... this is our last trainer. So what if I did? Jigglypuff, this thing needs to be taken out as fast as possible. It looks like less of a water gun and more like a water shower. So when I say Jigglypuff needs to be taken out as fast as possible, this is the reason. We would need an awakening item just to bring Squirtle back. We have no such thing. And Rattata is too angry to fall asleep. We're gonna keep Squirtle in front. So, this area. There are a few particular catches here that I want to see. I do believe that there are Spearows in this area. If not, we can just move on. So Squirtle's gonna sleep through most of this. Little pocket sand in the eye never hurting anyone. So sleep is much deadlier in Gen 1. In any other Pokemon game from Gen 3 onward, he would have woken up by now. Not here. Alright, switching out. We're just gonna not worry about this whole speed thing. Thank you, Quick Attack. So there are a couple of catches in this area. One is notably rarer than the other. And if we don't find it, we don't find it. I'm not too worried. Good thing we did. That Spearow we fought, we can catch it now. We're gonna have ourselves a little bird bout. Well, that worked out a lot better than I thought it would. So Spearo's probably going to be the bird we use, if we're going to use any birds at all. It already comes with Peck, which is a flying-type move. So any bug trainers you run into, this is your problem solver. And with that, the rest of this should be smooth sailing. Yep, we're running into a specific tunnel on our way to our next area, Cerulean City. That's called Mount Moon. That is next video's problem. It's right over here, but for now, we're just gonna walk right into the Pokémon Center here. Get everybody up to full health. Probably gonna give Spearow a few extra levels off camera. Also, this gentleman speaks to you about a evil group called Team Rocket. Remember that for later. And this person has a deal for us. You get this swell Pokemon called Magikarp for just 500, which we should have. Okay, we're gonna keep this Magikarp for later. We have officially sent a Pokemon to the box. What is the box? As mean as it sounds, your Pokemon is in a storage system. Our little level 5 Magikarp, who... we have something in mind for that Magikarp. So that box, that little storage system, there are multiple boxes. They can fill up. And if one box fills up, you can't catch any new Pokemon until you switch boxes. Alright, so... we have taken on a plethora of trainers. On Route 3, we have a new catch, we have a new friend, and we have a massive cave ahead of us. Next time, Mount Moon. See y'all later.